Well, we just want to continue to do the things that we've done well, and then hopefully look to put ourselves in a spot where we can play with the lead again, and see that we can grow in that area. And you mentioned the transitional stuff, and that's an area that's going to be really important today. This team transitions. This will be the best transitional team that we've played on this trip. And obviously they've got dangerous people that we've got to be aware of, so it'll be a challenge for us, not just on the defensive piece, but those transition pieces. That's when you have the puck. You have the puck, and then all of a sudden it changes hands, and you've got to put yourself in the defensive spots in a hurry, and that's our challenge today.
You mentioned Freddie yesterday coming in, Coach. Any other lineup changes tonight?
Timoshoff is going in as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you want to see out of him? He's been a healthy scratch a bit of late.
With those guys, both he and Gauthier, we just want them to get back to playing the way that they were. Those guys are doing fine for us when they were in. Like I've said a number of times here now, we just wanted to give ourselves a different look and see with different people. We gave Patan and Aberg a chance to see what they were going to be like for us. And now with Goat and Timoshoff, those guys have played well. We expect them to get right back in and go back to it.
You talked about this team having to try to become a better defensive team and eventually maybe an elite defensive team. Where do you see the start of that with guys?
Well, as I've mentioned here, the transitional pieces, we've got a lot of guys that are good with the puck, and we're trying to establish a team that plays with the puck and controls the game that way. But when you do, you leave yourself vulnerable on the other side of it. You can't overdo it. You have to put yourself back in the defensive mindset as soon as the puck changes hands, or even when it's in open ice and you're unsure of who might win it. That's the next piece for us. And then just managing shift length and line changes and all those types of things that, if you don't manage well, puts you in vulnerable spots.
No, I have not. So it's going to be definitely a challenge, and he's a dynamic player, and he's obviously one of the best players in the league. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Starts have been pretty good for the team lately. What do you feel like you guys have been able to do well in the first period to establish the plan the way you want to?
Yeah, I feel like we've come out strong in the last couple of games especially, and it's just been kind of sticking to our game plan, and maybe at the beginning of the game playing a little simpler, getting the puck in deep and trying to get it back, and then kind of establish our strategy from there.
How close are you and Jake to being the pair you want to be?
Yeah, I think we're getting there, I really enjoy playing with him. I think we've had good chemistry thus far, but I think there's always room for improvement, and there's always things that we can do better. So, we're always talking amongst each other, we're watching video together, trying to figure out what we can do better, and, just pointing out different plays and maybe some different options that we have. So it's a continual process, and, we'll probably never get to where we want to be, but, that's just kind of how it goes.
The longer you play and the more you face players like McDavid, is it easier for you to lay off taking penalties in terms of treating them and knowing what the refs are going to allow and that kind of thing to try and slow down some of these guys?
Say it again, sorry.
That's all right. The longer you go, is it easier for you to have more of a feel of what the refs are looking for in terms of you trying to
Yeah,
the
for sure.
McDavids of the world?
For sure. I mean, in a perfect world, you want to play a clean game and not give them any opportunity to call a penalty and just defend purely on speed and body position and everything like that. So I think, you get more of an idea, but at the same time, it's not always consistent what the refs are calling or what they're not, and the score plays a factor and everything like that. So you just try to play as clean as possible, and hopefully it works out.
I think we just picked up where we left off. I think that we all complement each other in different ways, and it's been going well so far. So we would like to have a little better showing in the third period there last game. So just got to keep building.
Has there been a change on the penalty kill that's made it more successful lately?
I've been asked that a lot, actually. It's clearly gotten a lot better. The past 5 games, I think we've been really good. I think that we've been more aggressive. I think that as you get some more success, you become more confident, and it's really important for a penalty kill to be confident and to move as a 4-man unit and not hesitate. And I think that that's something that we've really done a good job of, is being on the same page, and the coaching staff has done a great job of making sure that we all know what we have to do, and things have been going well.
What's the key when you're going up against players like Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl tonight?
Just be aware when you're out against them. Those guys are 2 guys, I think they're leading the league in points, and they're dangerous and they play together. So they both have a unique skill set, and you got to be aware of both of them, and especially when you're playing against them.
I think you guys are second in face-offs. A lot of that, or some of that, have to do with wingers coming in and also having success, like John and Matt and Austin.
100%. I think that it's really important to win a draw. You get possession, and then you can really control your shift. If you lose a draw in the neutral zone, oftentimes you're playing the rest of your shift in the D zone, and vice versa. If you win it, then you're probably in the O zone, and that's where you want to play. So whatever the wingers can do to help out the centerman, I think that it's really important. And any face-off, it's the best face-off man is probably around 56 to 60%, and so it's really just a toss-up. And any advantage you can get with the wingers jumping in helps.
We see you guys practice that obviously after practice, but you must do some video work
For
on that.
face-offs?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We don't see obviously.
Yeah, 100%. We do face-off work.
As visiting buildings go, Zach, what's this been like for this club and your experience coming out west? And I know they're all good, but especially here in Edmonton.
Yeah, it's one of the newer buildings, and the facilities are awesome. The visiting locker room's great, and coming here is fun. We only come here once a year, so we get to experience it once a year. But it's one of the better buildings to play in for sure.
What do you like? Sorry, crowd support as well, though.
Yeah, all across Western Canada, we get awesome crowd support and tons of Leaf fans. So it's always fun to come out west and see all the fans we have out here.